Stop the cap.
I just want to make this comment, and this is to an extreme minority, black men on my page. Because you got to remember, I got like what 13,000 subs unmonetized now. I think it's like 13.5, something like that. Which is high for me for unmonetized. People have been joining the last couple of days significantly. I went from like I don't know, like 12.9 to like 13.5 in just like last like 2 3 weeks. I don't know why, but this is just what happened. But anyway, I posted the picture of Six the Goddess. I thought it was a nice looking picture, and I made a joke about beating the brakes off of her, right? And a bunch of people, they got the joke, ha ha, he he, and moved on. But there's this minority of black men that are on my page that every time I post a picture of Six the Goddess, because personally I think Six the Goddess looks good. She's one of the better looking women on YouTube. Hell, I'm not even subscribed to her anymore. But Paris Milan years ago, I thought Paris Milan looked good. But in any event, I'm saying Six the Goddess to me is in the category of exceptionally attractive. Okay, when it comes to black women that are constantly criticized about their looks, I wish more black women look like Six the Goddess. I wish more black women put in the effort and the makeup and the hair of Six the Goddess. All of that. Okay, and there's always these guys that come on the page, and I really don't care because, and I'm gonna get into that in a second, but they'll be like, "Oh, Pete, why don't you shoot your shot? Oh, if you want her that bad, right?" And I sent Cap, I said, go look at my community tab because him and I, I've gotten in arguments with him over the years, even about black women with this crap. And he says, damn, well, it seems it might be cultural then. And I was like, yeah, pretty much. Because I talk about this, like, because Cap's real big on acknowledging beauty and black men establishing that they actually like and prefer and are into black women, right? Regardless of, what the actual numbers are, 87% of black men marry black women. The problem is, and why does this thing have to turn on right now? Anyway, I'll block the sound out. But, you know, regardless of the fact that, majority of black men marry and are with, black women when they do get married and whatnot, you know, the attacks on black women's beauty or the way that black women feel about being black women and being desired, right? Like the comments that this minority of brothers left only reinforces that. Like in other words, whether the women want to run around and they want to scream colorism, all that other stuff, niggas run around screaming preference and all this other bullshit. But here you got, Six the Goddess. I had another guy, that I presented the picture of, and then you got another guy that left a comment talking about she's average at best. And some of you who think like that's a joke and you're hee hee and a ha ha, and I'm like, well then wear the self hate label. Don't cry about it, don't bitch about it. When you get called a colorist or self hating, wear the self hatred label. Like in other words, whether it's the way that paparazzi go out of their way to only show Reggie Bush with Kim Kardashian or only show Kanye, all the celebrity black men that got black wives, and then white media is only concerned about Kanye with his half naked, white woman, that his body ain't even all that banging. We wish she would put some damn clothes on, right? He left Kim because she wasn't covered up enough. She's not a woman of God, and then goes out there and gets a white woman that got her floppy titties all out all over the place, where her legs that ain't even. I ain't into that shit. Give me like a Kathy Freeman Drayton. Give me like a chick that works out and looks like she does squats and deadlifts. I'm into that. That shit that Kanye got with his wife, that shit don't move me in the least. You know what I mean? But I'm like, goddamn, bitch, put some fucking clothes on. But I'm saying, you know, whether it's the music, whether it's the paparazzi. I'm saying black women don't feel like when they walk in the room, they're the first choice. Now, I know we got a whole bunch of other problems, behavioral problems that black women need to fix. They're going to try to run away from that. They're going to try to escape and say, oh, they ain't got no problems. It's just colorism and whatnot. But the point that I'm making is you all reinforce that with your dumbass comments. Six to goddess is average at best. On what planet, nigga? Like, I've been well over 6 foot my entire life, or majority of my, adult life, right? Big, tall, muscular guy, right? Like, I go around and, like, in my day-to-day operation, go to the store, go someplace to eat, go to the bar and whatnot. Most of you regular ass niggas are not with bad bitches when you're with black women. And don't get it twisted. I get slammed for this, right? I get charged for this because personally, I like exceptionally beautiful women. I don't care what the race is. I like bad bitches. We'll just say it like that. I like bad bitches. I like women that are above average in beauty. That's what I like. And you know, as a guy who's had nines and tens, what I mean, and banged them out and everything else, I know a lot of you regular niggas ain't pulling that. A lot of you short niggas ain't pulling that. A lot of you broke niggas ain't pulling that. A lot of you average face, below average face niggas ain't pulling that. And I feel like a lot of y'all will be the ones in the comment section saying this dumb shit. Oh, this is average at best. Niggas, I done seen y'all. I done seen you everywhere in the city. I see you on Saturday night when you go to the club or when you go to the bar. I see you out and about, and it be like I'd be hard pressed to find a regular black man with a black woman that makes me be like, damn. That makes me just fall out. Y'all are out here fucking with the most average, basic, garden variety sisters that you can fucking pull out of a hat. Average bodies don't. We already know sisters don't work out like that. I mean, just ain't nothing going on. Some of y'all is below average. Some of y'all, the chicks got stomach and everything. You know what I mean? They be standing in line at the Wawa and whatnot, waiting in line and whatnot, and you be all hugged up and booed up on your girl, drunk, at 2 o'clock in the morning on a fucking Saturday night and whatnot. And I'm just sitting there like, ugh. You know what I mean? Your chick, is on some hair-hatted hooligan shit. She got the laid down edges, or you can see like her lace front is on. Like, y'all be fucking with these bitches, right? I don't expect any of y'all to be talking no shit when a sister like Six the Goddess walks in the room. I expect you to acknowledge, hey, that's in the upper echelon of the sisters in the black community. And if you want to say, oh, I seen better the bitches than that, okay, nigga, present all these better bitches that you see, in the black community, because I sure as hell don't see them. You know what I mean? Like, again, I get slammed and charged for saying that, but to sit there and here, I'm not saying I got the eagle eye. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that I know what perfection is, but I am a picky motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And anybody with regular eyeballs can see that Six the Goddess is an attractive woman. And so when y'all can't even acknowledge that, when y'all gotta go, oh man, it's average at best, it's one of the things I had to say to Cap, because Cap is a good looking man. Cap is, the people who saw Cap when Cap was online, they know that Cap is a good looking guy. He's got the Christopher Williams, shit going on. Okay. And I had to explain, because he gets in his moods and everything, because Cap's a good looking guy, but Cap never had game. He admitted that he didn't have game, and so he looked the part, but he didn't have the mouthpiece when it came to talking to women. But I had to say to Cap, I was like, nah. He's like, you know what it is? I was like, a lot of these dudes, and women do the same thing, okay? But there's a lot of dudes that They'll see a woman like Six the Goddess, and it's like first right to refusal. They gotta shoot it down because not only have they never had a bitch that looks that good, they're never going to have a bitch that looks that good. So they gotta shoot it down. Then they'll sit there and talk a bunch of dumb shit, acting like, oh, I do better over on the other side of the fence, and I go out here and I get all these tens over the fence. Bullshit, nigga. Bullshit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dudes that just, I don't know what it is. It's like immaturity or something. You know, the women will do the same thing. I used to get in arguments with Cap about this, when it came to, acknowledging, black women's beauty. I'm like, look, I'm only acknowledging when like, my shit, my, she's beautiful card. I don't be laying that shit all over the place. Cap is way looser with the shit. I was like, that's why your shit is meaningless. Because Cap will run around and he'll find, like, it don't matter what, like, if you show Cap a woman, Cap will be like, well, she got some pretty legs. Like, he'll find something about her and acknowledge, I like her lips. I like her teeth. I like her eyes. I like the way that she dresses. I like her legs. I like her ass. He'll break her down into components. You know what I mean? And then at the end, it's like extracting teeth. He'll acknowledge, okay, I don't like this about her. But he's always going to start with she's got, she's got great legs, or she's got, a great smile or something like that. He's always going to start with the positive. Okay? But a lot of you niggas, you'll come on my page and you want to start, with the negative. And what was I going to say? There was something I was going to say about I think it was going to say something about the women, because the women will do this is what the women will do. Oh yeah, let's talk about giving out the compliments and shit. One of the things that I can't stand about black women, I told Cap this a long time ago, and maybe it's because I'm a brown skinned black man and he's a light skinned black man. So black women don't really care about light skinned dudes giving them compliments because light skinned dudes are not their male counterpart. I mean, light skinned dudes are not, known for colorism, right? Or have a stereotype of colorism. Maybe, I'm saying even if they operate on that, like a black woman can't even get mad about that because she's brown and he's light skinned. Like, what is she really going to say? Right? But I said, when you're a brown skinned to dark skinned man, what ends up happening is, because black women are so starved for acknowledgement and recognition and beauty acceptance and all this other bullshit, what ends up happening is if you acknowledge, and I'm just saying where it is now, if you say, oh, this black woman is attractive, black women start ringing wedding bells and shit. And you're like, oh my God, like I didn't even say all that. It's like, damn, okay, you ready to date her? I'm like, I didn't even say all that. I just said she looks good, and especially when you're not even all that enthused about the chick. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm acknowledging, yeah, she looks nice, but I wouldn't shoot my shot at her. So why am I saying anything? Because all you're doing is getting the sister's hopes up, and then then now she's upset because you ain't really interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, me personally, I reserve that shit. I hold my compliments like a fucking golden chalice. I don't just give that shit out all over the place. I understand what Cap is trying to do, and I think it's a little combination of both. I think he really feels that way, and on top of that, he's trying to change the reputation and the stereotype of black men when it comes to acknowledging black women's beauty. Okay, and we just have different philosophies on that. But what I noticed is black men will do the same thing that the black women will do. Like the guys in my comment, underneath that thread, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna shoot your shot. Oh, you thirsting, six to goddess. All like all this corny shit." You know what I mean? Like these guys are in high school, and maybe they are, maybe they in their early 20s, and they say and do dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's like, goddamn, it's like you just acknowledging that the chick is attractive. It's like I was making a joke, to Cap about because he was electrical engineer and working on construction sites. And the Cap loves, if Cap even so much as hears a woman walking in heels, that motherfucker has to go to the sound. Like he has to, oh shit, some heels. Oh, he will go to the door, he will go to the window, he will peek down the hallway just to see if what he's hearing matches the fantasy that he has in his head. And his fantasy that he has in his head is a woman in the 40s, in a pencil dress, a military secretary. Like he just likes that whole aesthetic, right? The fighter pilots with the chick with her legs, crossed, looking all sexy, on a bomber plane or something. That's Cap's thing. He should have been born during World War II. Okay, but I made a joke saying to him, I'm like, nah, I'm like, these motherfuckers act like, because you're acknowledging that, hey man, look at you're on a construction site and you see a woman across the street and you're like, hey man, look, man, a bad bitch. And then all of a sudden, Cat runs over to the ladder, freaking slides down the fucking ladder on the side of the building like he's a damn firefighter, you know what I mean? Throws off his yellow hat, runs across the street, cabs are screeching and honking their horns, and he slides across the hood of the cab to go holler at the chick. That's not what the motherfucker is saying. He's saying, hey man, that's a good looking chick. And that is the end of it. Y'all motherfuckers turn the shit into some retarded, just like the black women. Y'all turn the shit into some retarded shit. Oh, now, oh, you said she's good looking. Oh, the wedding bells. What you want to do? Oh, yo, you want to talk to my girl? No, I don't want to talk to your girl. I just said she looks nice. Moving the fuck on. Like, goddamn, but you can't acknowledge some damn beauty. And then again, it's like this is no different than all these stupid ass popping the balloon fucking shows. I was laughing because I saw a comment from some chick the other day. She was like, "How do I get these balloon popping videos from popping up in my? It's like popping up in every black person's fucking phone if you're on IG or TikTok or whatever. It's just popping up all over the place." But anyway, um, what this is tantamount to is it's tantamount to when you see these women popping balloons on doctors and lawyers and guys making six figures or near six figures. Like y'all running around screaming, "There's so much dust." Right, this is the whole thing with the 61% of black women being mothers and only 46% of black men being fathers. If there's a man shortage, that black women, first off, there is no man shortage. Numerically, there's no man shortage, right? Because you got 54% of black men who are child, which is what 10. I think it's 10 point. I think it's 10.5 versus no. What's the number is? I think it's 10 point. It's something like it's 10 million. It's like 10.5 million versus like 8.8 million, 8.7 million, something like that in terms of just the childless people. And again, like I said, there's 13.4 million mothers versus 9.2 million fathers, right? So there is no man shortage, numerically speaking. Now, when you get into whether how many men are available that are making six figures and X, Y, and Z, what I mean, then you could argue, okay, that's a shortage. But here's the crazy thing: the way that y'all popping balloons, and I'm talking to black women, the way that y'all popping balloons, and I mean, I've seen stupid ass videos. These chicks up there like, "What's your zodiac?" "Oh, Sagittarius, nigga, pop." Like, I'm like, really? You popping them because I'm like, bitch, you was just looking for shit. You was looking for like you're looking for reasons. So this goes back to something the Cap said a long time ago when we came across these numbers. It's like y'all run around acting like the numbers aren't available. Going back to Oprah, because there's 2 million more black women than there are black men. Yeah, but there's more childless black men in the black community than there are childless black women. But so even though y'all think in your minds or you like this belief that there is a shortage, right? Y'all don't act like there's a shortage. Because whenever you come across dudes that got their shit together, y'all popping balloons on the most superficial, dumbass bullshit fucking ever. Which goes to show that the reality is that there isn't a man shortage, and there hasn't been a man shortage. Again, I can go all the way back to 2006, and the number of black fathers doesn't go past 50%. You see, meanwhile, black women's number of black mothers has been up at 60%, of the general population since at least, going back in the CDC where the reports are all the same, 2006. That's 18 years now. That's going on. No, that's going to be 19, no, 18 years, right? Because it's about to be 2026, after next year. right? So yeah, I'm just saying it's the equivalent. Like in other words, if you just a regular guy, regular job, regular career, regular salary, right? You're not dusty. Hell, I'll even bump you up. Let's just say you making $80,000 a year, which stupidly in America won't afford you the ability to purchase a home. But let's just say that you're making $80,000 a year. Okay, which puts you well, above the average, which is what, like 56, 58, whatever, something in there, and I think that's the average for white men. But in any event, imagine like, well, some of you already know this, right? If you see a woman and you got a guy that's a doctor or a dentist or whatever, and the women are popping balloons on him, at that point, what is your hope that she's going to choose you if she's popping balloons on guys that make significantly more than you? Now maybe you could tell yourself, "Oh well, I'm swagnificent, and that nigga was a lame." Okay, fine. If he was an obvious lame, then you could probably say that, depending on the type of the woman. But it, generally speaking, if you see women popping balloons on men that are more successful than you, you're gonna be like, "Well, damn, I don't even stand a chance." Right? I mean, I was watching the whatever app, the what is it, the whatever app show, and he was talking, white guy talking to a bunch of white women, and he was like, let me go through the list of the men that have had women, their wives, file for divorce against them. And I mean, he started going through all these lists of all these A-list white celebrities and multi-millionaires. I mean, he went from Jeff Bezos into like all these people that were actors in Hollywood and everything else like that. And all these guys are, he said high status, tall, handsome, millionaires, got money, and yet they're getting divorce filed against them. So it's like, if the guys that are awesome are like, if Tom Brady can't keep a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, what hope do regular dudes have? And if Six the Goddess is average at best, if Six the Goddess, if that's average at best to you, then again, all the bitches that I see y'all niggas out and about with, they don't have a shot. You know what I mean? Which the irony is, well, if you're out there and you're with them and I'm seeing them, then clearly they do have a shot. So basically, you're just coming on here trying to be hee hee ha and just talk your bullshit, because you're not fucking with a bitch that looks as good as fucking Six to God. You're not. Right? And instead of just owning that, like, hey, she's beyond my level, I'll never have a bitch that bad, you're gonna come through and then you gotta smack it down and shoot it down and say, how unattractive she is or how she's not this and that. That's just dumb. And the worst part about it is bottom line, as today's black men, we got a shit reputation when it comes to, wanting and desiring black women, wanting and desiring brown to dark skinned black women. So like, you guys think that you're being funny and you're hee hee ha, and to all the women that are sitting that cruise my comment sections, they see your comment, and it's no different than when you go over them pages and the dude's got money and he's got a career and he's doing the damn thing, and these bitches are popping balloons, and you sitting there like, well, damn, that motherfucker, he got this, he got a small business, I mean, the nigga said he was making 75 to $95,000, and she's like, pop, nigga, you ain't making $100,000. Like, really? Really? A $5,000 difference, or whatever, a $10,000 difference is enough for you to pop your, like, this is crazy. This crazy. And so the same way that you feel about that is the same way that these women are going to feel when they see you talking about Six to Goddess ain't this and it ain't that. The other thing is a lot of y'all niggas got Madonna whore complexes, something crazy. And again, that's just something I don't agree with. Okay, you can't sit around and talk about, oh, black women, they don't know how to dress. They not sexy like white women and Hispanic women and Latinas and all these other women, and they know how to dress and be sexy and catch your eye, and that's why we gotta go overseas and passport bros, because these women they know how to be fit and feminine and everything else. And then as soon as the black woman goes and puts some shit on, y'all want to sit there, oh, whores, whores. Y'all start splashing holy water all over the place. You start reading scripture. Oh, hallelujah. You know what I mean? You start talking about God and Jesus and all this other shit. I'm like, look, do you want a bad bitch or not, nigga? Damn. You know what I mean? Like y'all. I don't already said it. I already know niggas got real bad Madonna whore complexes. I don't know whether that comes from the church, the Bible, the deep South. You know what I mean? But y'all niggas don't. Your shit don't line up. Y'all be out here, you know, like, and I feel the women on the shit because, like, I think most niggas don't like BBLs. But the thing is that y'all niggas will smash a bitch with a BBL, and so black women can't tell. Y'all say, oh, we don't like BBLs. Yeah, you don't like BBLs to wife, but you still smashing BBLs. So to a black woman observing the shit, she's like, oh, let me get a BBL because the BBL bitches get all the attention. You know what I mean? That whole the whole attention thing is a two-way street. I say the same thing to sisters. Sisters will sit there and they'll be like, oh, black men, they ain't this, they not focused on their careers, education, or some shit like that. I'm like, y'all bitches like straight dudes. Y'all like niggas that are straight savages. Y'all like niggas like King Bond and y'all like niggas like Julio Fulio. Y'all like that shit. Okay? All them niggas that's in the streets, all them niggas that's killing and got bodies and shit, all them niggas got kids. All them niggas got fucking what was the other boy that got killed down there in Louisiana? What was his name? Young and Ace. What was his name? I can't think of what his name was. What was his name? Damn, I can't think of what his name was. I gotta go and look at my music playlist. The one that got killed with he had the blue Corvette. He got killed at his house in Louisiana. They pulled up on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like all them niggas, they got kids, they got baby mamas. The women are on it. They got multiple baby mamas. You know what I mean? So the same thing applies. Y'all sit there, oh man, we don't like BBLs, but y'all fuck with a bitch with a BBL. Oh, we don't like Wees, but you fuck with the chick that got the fucking lace front and the baby hair is laid down and her hair is like some usually is some fluorescent color or some shit like that. Y'all like fucking them women. You know what I mean? But then you'll come on like, oh man, ain't nothing to wife. Ain't no wifey material out here. Where's the wifey? I need a woman of God. All that bullshit. Oh, I can't stand that shit. Because, it's like what's so fucked up about it is like first off, there's already lack of trust and everything else between black men and black women, in terms of just getting an honest opinion from the other side. And because like I said, I could attack that shit from both sides. You know what I mean? When the women could talk about, oh, but yeah, but the niggas over here getting with so and so, I'm like, yeah, they are. They ain't me. And I hate when they try to put that shit on me. I'm like, I don't like that shit. How many times I gotta tell you I don't like that shit? You know what I mean? But again, I'm one man, I'm one individual. And the same thing with them. They complain about, yeah, these niggas in the streets, and then y'all love niggas in the streets. Y'all can't get enough of niggas in the streets. You know what I mean? Or just go watch any one of them balloon popping videos. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga don't look like he a savage, if he don't look like he got 5 bodies, y'all bitches be popping fucking balloons. It's only the minority of people that are actually on some adult, mature, type of shit. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, y'all haven't established that you're even into sisters. So when the handful of brothers that come over and say dumb shit, oh man, six, it's average. Okay, like show me these batter bitches that you talking about. Let us collectively be the judge of that. You know what I'm saying? Just give us, just write names. Just write names in the comment section of what bitches are badder. What? Fuck, I'll let you pull up fucking celebrities. Like, bottom line, if you're gonna say that there's badder bitches out there, then like that should be at the forefront of your mind. You know what I mean? And probably these women will be in the same fucking category. They'll literally be in the same category. Oh man, this bitch is badder. Like, again, I still see it for what it is, man. I'm like, if you're saying six is at, I'm like, number one, I want to see who these badder bitches are, and then number two, I'm like, well then shit, like 99.9% of sisters just don't cut it then, and at that point, wear the self hate label, accept the self hate label, accept the label of being called a colorist. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, and again, nobody's saying that you gotta get with the chick. Nobody's saying that you gotta thirst the chick. But if you're never gonna acknowledge beauty when you see it, it's almost like when sisters talk about, I'm wearing a protective hairstyle. I'm wearing a how is protecting what? The natural hair that we never see because you always got the fucking number 5 yaki on your head. You always got some lace front on. We never see your natural hair. Clearly, you don't like your natural hair and you're self hating and you got issues with your own natural hair. Own that shit, bitch. Stop with all the it's a protective hairstyle. And again, the same thing applies. If you can't see a sister and just acknowledge, hey, this is a good looking chick. No, ain't nobody saying you gotta date her. Ain't nobody saying you gotta go and marry her. You know what I mean? But if you can't acknowledge that shit, then wear the self hate label. And the crazy thing is like, y'all will go out there, y'all will acknowledge some of the most average looking non-black women and act like they're baddie. Again, I gotta take some of these files off because I'll be running out of space. But anyway, what was I saying? Um, yeah, y'all be acknowledging, you know, some of these other women, these other races of women, and sometimes they're just average. Other times it just seems like there's a willingness to acknowledge, like, oh, she looks good. Who's the chick that niggas were jumping up and down? Who was that girl on? What show was that? There was a white girl who kind of had a fat ass. Was it? It wasn't the Steve Harvey show. What show was that? I forget what her name was, but she was like a basic Becky with she just so happened to have an ass. I forget what her name was. I say it was like Oslo or something like that. I forget what her name was. But the dudes jump up, oh man, that white girl with an ass. Oh, you know what I mean? But you can't acknowledge that Six is a good looking woman. You know what I mean? And then here's the other thing. This whole people wanted me to address the whole Tariq Nasheed versus Myron Gaines and Sneeko with their tether bullshit. And I've already spoke on not fucking with Fresh and Fit a long time ago. You can probably find the video in my archive. But you know, like don't look at me to come to the rescue. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas put Fresh and Fit on the map. First it was Kevin, then y'all put these tethers on the map. And this goes back to what you gotta be kidding me, aka you heard me first time, said a long time ago. You can't diss half the race, man. Like you got two guys. You got Myron and you got whoever the other nigga is, fresh from Barbados and shit. And then you got Sneeko. They're not members of they're not foundational black Americans, right? Tariq will sit there and he'll say, oh, well, they come from, go back to your war torn country, you fleer and all this other shit. Nah, that's not even the way that I approach it. I approach it like, what are you doing over here complaining about African American women when one, you don't date African American women because you're not a night rider, and then secondly, right? I didn't hear anything, especially with freaking Myron. I'm like, what problems are going on in Sudan when it comes to Sudanese women? Are Sudanese women, cursing out their men on the streets? Or Sudanese women not getting with the patriarchy? Like what is going on with Sudanese women that he felt the need to speak on African American women where he don't even fuck with African American? It ain't like he picking African American women and then taking them back to Sudan. You see what I'm saying? No. See, the problem is that y'all niggas Just like I'm saying about the guys in my comment section, saying dumbass shit about Six. I'm like, y'all gave these niggas a green light. How many of y'all, gave them money and threw money in the super chat? And now you all butthurt because they went up there, Sneeko up there with his clan talk, talking about niggas and sagging pants, like it's freaking Boys in the Hood from the 1990s. Niggas don't even wear fucking baggy jeans anymore. Like the fuck is this nigga talking about? I mean, just classic like white supremacist talking points from like the 90s, like he's sitting around watching American History X. Doesn't even know what he's talking about. But again, when they're dunking on black women, y'all be, oh yeah, fresh and fit, high five, oh yeah, yeah, tell these black bitches, right? That's what y'all be on. Then when they come around and they talking crazy about you, now all of a sudden, Pete, make a video, let them have it, Sarge, let them have it, Pete. Man, fuck out of here. No, that shit is on y'all niggas. Y'all sat over there and y'all co-signed this shit, and now y'all looking like a bunch of dumbasses when they turn on your ass with all that Klan rally shit and fucking doing the freaking Third Reich salute and all this other shit. You know what I mean? I told y'all not to fuck with them. Not when I say don't fuck with the niggas, don't fuck with the niggas. But y'all like, no, no, hold on. Let me rub one out because they're dunking on black women. Oh, they're talking shit on black women. Oh, let me bust a nut. Oh, let me throw them some money, a super chat. You made these niggas millionaires and they don't even give a fuck about you. They think that you are beneath them. They think that, they just totally discredit African American history and everything that we've gone through that even allowed them to even come here as fucking black immigrants and mixed immigrants or whatever the fuck Sneeko is. I think he's part Haitian or some shit like that. And how do they repay you? By talking shit on your dumb ass. You see? Like y'all give motherfuckers, y'all don't gatekeep shit. Y'all give motherfuckers license to talk crazy. You're not paying attention to the optics. You're not paying attention to what you're doing. You're not thinking about what you're saying when you fucking say it. If Six the Goddess is average or below average or she ain't that, okay, nigga, where the self-hate label? Because you all have not presented where are your badder, browner skinned black women? Like where they at? Where they at? You know what I mean? If you don't want to get hit with the self-hate label, where are they at? I mean, there's guys in the comment section talking about going to Brazil and because I post a picture of a black woman that I go, this is a nice picture of Six. She looks good. This is a sexy ass picture. Make a joke about it, a sexual joke about it, and y'all over there talking about, I feel bad for brothers that ain't been to Colombia. Really? Really? So you see an attractive black woman and you Colombia. That's your response. Again, nigga, wear the self-hate label. Wear the colorism label. That's why you get hit with it. Because y'all motherfuckers ain't even smart enough to shut the fuck up and be like, yeah, that's a good looking woman. And end of discussion. Ain't nobody saying you gotta be with her, sleep with her, have her kids. Nothing. You're not even smart enough to fake it. You're not even smart enough to fake it. That's how retarded y'all shit is and entitled y'all are. You know what I mean? And you get mad. Oh, this is preferences. Preferences. Stupid. Stupid. Niggas running around acting like everywhere they go, there's bitches that look better than Six. Nigga, where? Where? What city? Give me the address. Give me the location. You know what I'm saying? Send me the link to Google with the fucking pin dropped on that motherfucker. Where, nigga? You know what I mean? Like shit, man. Act like you can't even find that shit all over the place, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is just retarded. It's just retarded. And especially, let the woman be brown skin. Oh, no. Oh, then y'all really be scrambling and oh, that's a hard one. Ooh, just fucking dumb. Can't even, I mean, Hell, the bar for black beauty on Six, it's already high enough. That's already high enough. I mean, if I made Six the Goddess the standard, you know who would be complaining the most? Black women. They would be complaining. If I said Six the Goddess is it, black women would be crazy. All the women that don't want to lose weight, all the women that don't want to wear makeup, she already catches hell. She got her makeup tutorials. Like again, I have like the way that y'all motherfuckers attack her and then turn right around talking about, well, the reason I ain't into black women is because they just don't look as good. You know what I mean? And then here she is, they don't wear makeup, they don't do this, they don't lose weight. And she's over there with her tutorials saying all of that to get black women to be at the next level. But then again, if you don't like black women as a category, well, there's not really anything that they can do. They can wear the makeup, they can lose the weight, they can this, that, and that. You don't like them. You know what I mean? Again, in my opinion, if she just she's just nothing. If you want to play that game, again, wear the self-hate label. And then this is where the guys write the stupid comments. Oh, they get all in their feelings. You can't force us to like Six to God. You can't force us, nigga. You a simp. I'm like, see, that's that red pill rage bullshit that y'all got. Y'all don't know when to shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, that's a fine sister, and move the fuck on. Hell, even if you were to say, yeah, that's a fine sister, and then you go out there and fly your ass to Colombia and get you, a fucking Latina, ay papi que rico, all that bullshit. If you want to do that, you know what I mean? That would be the smart thing to do. Hey, acknowledge the beauty and then let the women sort out, yeah, but they over there in Colombia. And that would be another conversation to have. But they wouldn't be able to get you on some, aha, nigga, gotcha. You know what I mean? By shooting down. Like, it's just, and the thing is like, what irritates me is a lot of y'all niggas is a goddamn lie. A lot of y'all niggas is a goddamn lie. If I took Six and put her in a fuck half the videos, half the shit that she be wearing in her videos. If I put her in a fucking hotel room and gave you the keys and gave you a whole pack of Magnum condoms, you ain't gonna smash, nigga? Fuck out of here. Her beauty is just so offensive to me. I can't even get it up. Nigga, you a goddamn lie. You's a goddamn lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just some maggot shit with an F, man. Seriously speaking, that's what that shit is. Some maggot shit with an F. Cause y'all be over, I mean, just what are y'all talking about? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I don't want to go in the room with Six to Goddess. And she was a stripper. And here comes the Madonna whore complex. Because she was stripping, I just can't. I'm only with a woman of God, right? But then you be out there on Saturday night dancing up on a bitch in the club that don't look half as good as Six. Got a shitty ass shape to her, looking like Humpty Dumpty, and you trying to fucking smash the bitch over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, but Six the Goddess, you got to shoot that down. You got something to say because you want to be all jokey joke, hee hee ha ha in the comment section. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers is dumb. Y'all motherfuckers is just so goddamn dumb. And you got all type of random people viewing your comments. People come in and out of my page all the time. Oh, let me see what the comments are saying. Read through the comments, and they will zero in on the retarded comments. Instead of there being a consensus like, yes, she is an attractive woman. We wish more sisters were well put together like this to have the overall effect that more sisters were well put together, just like Six presents herself when she comes online. But no, y'all dumbass niggas always got some negative shit to say. You gotta come in and say, oh, just some dumb shit. And then you wonder why you get hit with the self-hate back. Anyway, I'm done. That's my video. SWP out. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe.